Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to our show. Once again, my name is Mrs. Augustina Anyanwu. Help me welcome my friend, Mrs.
Glory Ezema. Welcome back to our sweet home, Africa. It's always a pleasure to have you as our viewers. Alright, so we have another topic today.
That's right.
Yes. So our topic today is importation of harmful items. So we have realized that a lot of people back home are importing things that are very, very harmful to our people. And some of them have also expired. And then the ones in diaspora, actually, I know they want to send beautiful things to our people because they think that our people might need them. But the only thing that we have realized is that sometimes they send things that are harmful or that have expired. So that's why my friend and I were here again today to give you insight on some of these products and then to address people that are really exporting or importing these items to Africa so that they can, reconsider what they're doing to make sure that it won't be, very harmful to our people. Because as much as we want to make money, we don't want to make it the wrong way or make it to become a problem for others. So my dear friend, I know you've heard a lot and you have seen some too.
Yeah, you're right.
So please help me to share with our viewers some of the things that we know about importation and exportation of harmful items to Africa.
My dear, I have heard a lot and I have witnessed some. When it comes to what we ship back to Africa, people in diaspora, it's not only in US, you understand? So we always like to ship barrel, we always like to ship things to go sell, to have contact person and all that, but the fact is, sometimes we are doing it to get something cheaper here, as to be able to sell and make big money, and it end up being harmful to the consumers back home. So, for instance, let's talk about the vehicles that we ship. Some of them are accidented cars, you understand, or accidented vehicles. So we get them cheaper here, we take them back home and somebody did a magic, it just stands. But the vehicle is already messed up because the makers already wrote it off. The insurance write it off because you cannot have that on the street because it's not good. But we think we can do magic. Then we talk about electronics. Some electronics that we buy, we think our people do magic too. So we send it home, and when it get there, it's not working. And then, in a way, we wasted our money. And sometimes people get burnt, especially the chargers, the inferior ones they buy from a Dollar Tree, because sometimes they buy those things from 99-cent store here. And then when you take it home, you know that you cannot, it's not the best quality.
That's true.
So why do you want to give it to somebody else and take money from them, and then that will cause their own death or be harmful to them? It can cause fire, electrical fire, anything can happen. So to me, what I'm saying is that, both if you are the one buying or if you're the one sending back home, try to have mercy and have pity on your people. Try to put yourself in that position and say, if it's me, somebody do this to me, how will I feel? My dear, I know you have something to say in that regard. So over to you.
Thank you so much. I love exactly what you said. But let me, there's something that you said about the computer that is very,
electronics.
Very exactly. Because most of them are very toxic, especially when they're damaged. So when we send it back to Africa, most of the time our people, they're using it and they're breathing in this air and everything. I know we don't have that much medicine in Africa, so we don't want to create diseases that we cannot cure. And then it takes me to, the medical aspect, because I know sometimes people export, from here. They bring medicines that have already expired, and they take it. Some of them are capsules, some of them are like vitamins that have already expired. And you take them to Africa to give it to your people. What you're doing is almost like it's poisoning the people. So why would you, just to make money, import or even export something from here that is already harmful to people here? Like my friend said with the cars, I mean, some of them are damaged. the drugs, they have expired that even in diaspora, the hospitals want to throw those drugs away. The pharmaceutical industries want to throw those drugs away. And then we found out that some of our people buy those drugs that others have rejected and take it home for their own people to use.
Not only that, some of them go to 99-cent store to go buy the vitamin, buy eye drops. I mean eye drops. And then you give it to your loved ones or you go and sell it to somebody else. So I think in a way you're poisoning them.
Exactly.
Because that's the indirect way of saying, okay, I want to poison you, but you have to pay for the poison that I'm going to give you. So if you know you cannot use eye drop from a Dollar Tree, why do you want to buy it
and send it to somebody else?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Send it home for people to buy. They are very inferior quality. And because of that, I don't think you can compensate anything. You know, especially when your vision is concerned. You just want to trade somebody else's vision over your own wealth to enrich your pocket. And at the end, too many things are going wrong. And then, like my friend said, we don't have insurance. We don't have the money to say we pay out of pocket to go to doctor back home on a regular basis. I'm not talking about the rich though, so I'm talking about you know, those that cannot afford it, because the rich, you know, they will come here. That is not their business. But those that cannot afford it, when they go to get their eyes checked, what do you give them? How did you import it? How did you get it? How much is it? Is it a real one? Doctors, please do not help the people that are importing things that are not okay for the body, things that have expired, things that you know that it will be harmful when they inject it in their system. Please do not give it to anybody. Do you have anything to say?
I have something. Yes, actually, there's something that came to my mind while you were talking. Food. You know, food items?
Yes.
Because even in diaspora here, all their food items, especially the canned ones, they have expiration dates. Exactly. But unfortunately, people sometimes, what they do, they buy those items here when it has already expired. Like you said, they go to stores that sell them cheap because they have expired from the major stores. So these small stores will take them. And then our people will go over there and buy those expired food items and then send it to Africa. I mean, when you look at it, as much as we're saying that, you know, our people, they are struggling, why would you make life even more miserable for your people? I mean, many of you that are so enlightened and have the money to travel overseas, you're fortunate. So, and when you come over here, I think the idea is to come over here and become a light to your people.
That's right.
Not to come over here and then copy things that are bad or even bring things that are bad to your people. You're supposed to even do the opposite, make things better for them, bring things that will even be healthier for them, instead of bringing something that will be harmful to them. So, I don't know exactly how we can emphasize it and re-emphasize it that as much as you want to make money, do not make money the wrong way. And like my friend said you know, it's poison, because when you import things that are harmful to somebody else, you are poisoning them. So it's not something that a human being should be doing. So that's why we're bringing this to limelight. I know sometimes it's hidden because, like we said, people want to make money, so they're just going round and round doing things that are illegal. But please, think of what you're doing. We're human beings. If you cannot eat something, do not give it to somebody else.
That's
if you
right.
cannot take that particular drug that you're sending to Africa, then don't send it. Unless it's something that you and your family can use, that you think that is good, then you can also sell it to the public. But if it is something that you think is harmful, that you yourself or your family member will not be, you will not encourage them to use that, then don't send it to others just because they're not your relatives. So that's our point. My friend, do you have more things to say?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's not even, when it comes to medication, it's not only the ones that are expired that
that are harmful too.
Yeah, no, the one that expired here that is sent home. Sometimes, the families back here buy medication. They go to Costco, buy a good big one, because we Africans we like big things. So it have like 600 tablets inside it. You give it to your mother, or your relative, and then they want to share it. They start taking it little by little. It expired and they're still taking it. By then, it's not serving the purpose you send it, because the reverse will be the case. So when you want to send something huge like that to your family member, make sure they share it. Make sure you remind them to check the expiration date, or you check it yourself and say, look, at such and such day, please, if you still have it, stop taking it. Because that's most of the, some of the causes of some kind of problems we have. Taking expired medication without knowing, because it's come from, foreign land. Exactly. They think it's so good, it doesn't expire. Please, we have to do whatever we can to enlighten our people we have back home, so that before they take all those medications, they got to look at the bottles. If they come with a bottle, because if you come through the doctor, that doctor is not giving you no bottle. He's going to put it in the Ziploc bag. So that's why we are talking to the doctors, to make sure they give you the right medication. That's the way I see it. I don't know how you're going to beg them and plead with them, so that to have mercy on the poor, so that we can be able to, our life expectancy, we don't cut it short with our own two hands.
Exactly. Thank you so much, my friend. I know we're almost done, actually. Just to cap it, we mentioned cars, we mentioned expired food, we mentioned electronics, and then we mentioned
buying cheap quality things, from especially the eye drop, because I've seen people pack it from a Dollar Tree. They're sending it home to wood. So we got to be careful.
That's true. And then there's so many other items that we have not mentioned. But I mean, if you're an importer or if you're an exporter from diaspora, just I know you're watching us. Just please have compassion on your people.
Yes.
Because you don't want to kill your people. Rather, you want to cure them. So do the right thing, and then you'll be blessed. You will make your money from a good source, but not from a wrong source. So that's our point.
Yes.
And our people back home, as much as we love things that come from the Western world, it goes back to what we have been saying: be proud of what you have. Most of the vitamins and things that we're bringing from diaspora, you have them at home. They are vegetables. They are those pumpkins. They are those, leaves that you have in Africa that you are eating.
That's right.
So they will give you the same nourishment that these vitamins. Actually, where we come from, they are called supplements. Supplement means you're supplementing what you don't have. So if you're eating the natural food, what we addressed before as organic food, so those are things that you're planting in Africa, I think they're serving the same purposes. So do as much as you can to eat healthy at home, and then make use of things that you have.
Get some rest and forgive people.
Exactly.
So you can extend your own life.
That's true. That's true. All right, so we're done. I know we talked about so many different things, but our point is this: let's stop exporting and importing dangerous, harmful, and expired items into Africa. Please. So that's our point. We thank you so much for being our viewer today. And once again, we thank people that have
subscribed, these that watch us every time.
Yes,
so we thank you so much.
And actually, before we end, there's something that my friend always loves to say at the end. She goes, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. But let me just point out a little bit in terms of exactly. Actually, most of the time when we hear about someone subscribing, we thought maybe you have to pay money to subscribe. Not really. You don't pay anything. No, to subscribe means that you don't have to get it from us, or we don't have to forward it to you all the time. That means whenever a new video comes out, it will come directly to your phone. That's what subscribe means.
That's right.
So once again, subscribe,
right?
So thank you so much for watching us today.
Yes.
Watch us again next week.
Thank you so much, Africa. Thank you so
God
very much. God bless you as you subscribe, as you help us send it to your friends and well-wishers, co-workers. Send it to anybody. Do not be stingy with it. Just subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. God bless you. Send us your comments and we will get to it. All right. Thank you, and you have